Hello everyone. Before we start today's video, if you could all do me a solid and lightly tap the like button, perhaps share the video about and leave a comment. If you are not subscribed, subscribe as well. It would greatly help this channel. Thank you very much. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's Log, Subdates 220728.3. If we're to attempt to store dainty up Bork's chutney channel, we are going to have to further research TARDIS tech. As it turns out, a chocolate starfish can only store so much shrinked weight. Hello everyone, welcome to the exhibition of stupid people. Today we're going to start with a tweet I saw via Undoomed. It accompanied two images that he also put out. The tweet simply read, "George Takei, please stop talking." And the reason George Takei has spoken up is because the word groomer has been used quite a fair bit across all social media platforms as a response for certain comments people really shouldn't be making on social media that has led to them being called a groomer. I had assumed it was because the OK Boomer thing had run dry. Groomer had taken its place because Uma. It was only a matter of time before other words with Uma in would find their way to the surface and be used as a suitable response. Slam dunk ponage smacketh downeth layeth to whatever it is someone has said that you fundamentally disagree with. Don't forget here people, on social media, it doesn't matter what you say, someone will hate you for it. Because people are really that pathetic. According to the website QWERTY, George Takei has the perfect response to right-wing grooming hysteria. With debates around school textbooks and the passing of the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida, some on the far right are increasingly accusing members of the LGBTQ community of wanting to groom children. When you see children performing in drag bars and getting tips for it from daddy, when you see children twerking at pride parades and having a gaggle of people around them cheering them on, when you see drag queens reading or performing to children, there might be a point to this. There may well be a very good point to this, because a lot of that can be argued to be highly inappropriate. Highly inappropriate. This disgusting dog whistle of a claim conflates LGBTQ rights with, well, a taste for younger blood. Using the term grooming to discuss LGBTQ issues in the school curriculum also detracts from the serious issue of those people who actually do target and touch children. Now, there's a point here, because many believe some of this acceptable behavior is akin to grooming. It is quite a debatable subject depending on where you are. It's very hard to say all of America because your states alone are so vastly different culturally. So it really does have to be state by state. George Takei's response though is really interesting. George Takei tweeted, "They groomed me to be heterosexual, you know. It didn't change a thing. Still gay as a rainbow sprinkle covered cupcake." Something about what George Takei has said is quite fascinating, but he also followed up with a second tweet. "The only things gay grooming will ever do to a straight child will be better hygiene and more desirability from the other sex." I like that you acknowledged other sex. You didn't acknowledge non-binary. This is hate speech. Oh my. Under that, there was further discussion concerning Michigan State Senator Mallory McMorrow and a Republican colleague who had accused her of grooming, which led to Joe Biden and her having a phone call, and that what you do, what it means for the soul of the nation, republic. Again, you really can't talk about an issue like this on such a grand level in the greatest democracy of all, when a lot of what people are espousing does not work in the vast majority of the country. Sorry, republic. Now with what Undoomed tweeted, there was a second image, and it's what makes things really interesting. And it's that at the age of 13, George Takei says he lost his virginity to an attractive man. I don't think that's what it is. I really don't. Because you're responding to the grooming claims when you yourself, I don't think you understand. Okay. Confusion intensifies. If you want to be a voice on certain subjects like this, please make sure that you, George Takei, have a leg to stand on. At the age of 85, you want to make the most of those legs you stand on, and perhaps don't use it on one where you don't have a leg to stand on, because this doesn't make you look good in the slightest, and I think you know this. you yourself a victim of this, and that is what it is. You may look at it differently now at the ripe old age of 21 with your many, many anniversaries, 64th anniversary of your 21st birthday. But when you have been on the receiving end of something like that, to blindly champion something else, it doesn't make you look good. So, perhaps Undoomed had a point. In this instance, though, I will defer to every single one of you, as to whether or not Undoomed is right or not. Congratulations, by the way, on owning a square foot of land in Scotland, my lord. I also have a square foot of land, which makes me Lord Moist de la Froig. So next, I want to take you back to 2015. Charlie Zelenoff, bit of a troll on YouTube, thinks himself the UBF, I believe, world champion, where he has these 30-second boxing fights. Always seems to walk away declaring himself the winner when he has been in every single instance beaten the fuck up. It got so bad that he decided to take his trolling to a new level on Deontay Wilder, one of the heaviest single-punch hitters in boxing history. It's very hard to argue it, considering he has one-punched somebody after doing nothing for 7 rounds. And that's not a joke either, by the way. He will only seek a knockout. His fights against Tyson Fury really did undo his ability as a boxer, because he's not one. In 2015, he beat Zelenoff up, and he beat him up to the point the guy, when he tried to claim he was the winner, had to flee after Deontay battered him about, and he still thought himself the winner, and people had to hold Deontay back. With this all in mind, I want to talk about Sunny Edwards. Sunny Edwards is a flyweight and super flyweight boxer. He has held the IBF flyweight title since 2021. He is the younger brother to Charlie Edwards, who himself, world champion. He is ranked, Sunny, as the world's best active flyweight currently, which is fantastic because Sunny Edwards is a very likable man. Apparently though, someone out there does not like Sunny Edwards, and I can't find out why. A Twitter user called FabTanga challenged him to a fight. He spent £110 on a train ticket from London to Sheffield before he took to Twitter to post a photo of himself stood outside Sunny Edwards' gym. Sunny then said, "YOLO swag fam, let's have this." So he drove to the gym with his 2 children in the back of his car, with Sunny saying in a video posted from his car on the way to the gym, "I'm on the way right now. Don't go anywhere, you little effing helmet." With Tanga tweeting, "I don't fight in front of children. What hell is that, a joke? What the F he have in his brain? Mold?" Edwards then decided, nah. We're doing this in a gym, and I'm going to stream this fight on social media. So he did. So, in the footage, I can't show it because violence, Tanga struggled from the opening exchanges. Surely a bigger man could take the flyweight champion. In the early stages, Sunny Edwards landed several headshots, but was advised by others, trainers, to focus on the body. After the first round, Tanga was struggling, and in the second round, despite appearing to have no experience, continued on. However, this all ended when Sunny Edwards sent this troll across the ring and into the ropes, with him then throwing in the towel because of exhaustion. Now, amongst boxers, there is this unwritten rule. If you get in the ring with someone else and you fight, you've earned their respect. That's it. There is no, I still don't, I can't respect ya. No, there is always respect there. And in this case, this story, while stupid, because quite frankly, a troll tries to do a boxer in and the boxer batters them, because I assume he thought, flyweight? That's a nothing weight. Even Tanga on Twitter later had to say, "I just want to say with all my heart, thank you Sunny Edwards. You demonstrated to me that in the UK there is at least one super champion. Blah blah blah. He is fast. He is really effing fast." Now I know some people think that a troll is nothing more than a sad, pathetic person that just wants attention. My view on this is, he did it and thought that Sunny Edwards wouldn't turn up. His tweets proved that. And what happens? Well, Sunny Edwards was bored and had a bit of free time on his hands. And apparently Sunny Edwards takes this very seriously, which I think's good. It shows that he's willing to stand up to people who are that stupid, go to him, chat shit, get banged, that kind of thing. I think it's stupid though, because someone wrote a check that they couldn't cash, and because you spent money trying to call someone a coward. What an absolute melt. And since we're in the area of sport, to the final subject, we're going to talk about black racism, something I had never heard of as that term, that is. Uncle Tom I've heard of, in other words, but not black racism until 2 days ago, courtesy of one of the greatest runners in American history, Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson is accused of black racism after questioning Nigerian athlete Tobi Amusan's time when she obliterated the 100-meter hurdles world record, as huge numbers of athletes recorded personal bests at the World Championships. Tobi Amusan's world record, which has been declared valid, completed the event in 12.12 seconds, beating Kendra Harrison's 2016 world record by 0.08 seconds at the World Athletics Championships in Oregon. Michael Johnson took to Twitter after seeing how many athletes looked shocked at their own times, with him writing, "I don't believe 100 hurdle times are correct. World record broken by 0.08, 12 personal bests set, 5 national records set, and Cindy Sember, quote, after her personal best national record, I thought I was running slow. All athletes look shocked. Heat 2, we were first shown winning time of 12.53. Few seconds later it shows 12.43. Rounding down by 0.01 is normal, 0.1 is not. Fans on social media, though, are not best impressed, with some saying, Michael Johnson, are you naturally this dumb, or do you have to put in effort? Why don't you channel your energy to recovering from your stroke, you black racist? Tobi Amusan is a world record holder and there's nothing you can do about that. Others. The US 4x400 meter team that had Michael Johnson was stripped of the Sydney 2000 Olympic gold medal because Antonio Pettersson confessed that he doped during the competition. The Nigerian team was eventually awarded the gold medal. Do you understand his bitterness now? Dagoon, don't go there, Mike. Don't do the elitist thing again. A Nigerian breaks the record and there's a problem? You about to feel the anger if 200 million Nigerians. Drons, this is just pathetic. He can't live with the fact that someone who ain't American has a new world record. Cry more. Richard Anderson, did you question the record when an American break the record? Hashtag go one side. Michael Johnson saw all this and wrote, the level of dumbassery coming across my feed right now is truly staggering. As a commentator, my job is to comment. In questioning the times of 28 athletes, not one athlete, by wondering if the timing system malfunctioned, I was attacked, accused of racism, and of questioning the talent of an athlete I respect and predicted to win. Unacceptable. I move on. Michael Johnson's job is to poke holes at everything as a commentator. If he feels something is wrong, he's going to point at it. There may well be a point to bias, of course, but his job is not just to go, oh my god, they broke the record. What an amazing... Hang on a second, how come that thing moved? He's going to notice this. If he doesn't notice it and people ignore it, no one's going to talk about any discrepancies, and discrepancies should be addressed. As far as personal bests go, don't really care about that. National records? Sure. World records? Of course, we want to make sure they're right. Michael Johnson loves the sport that he now comments on. He loves it. And if he's going to see something wrong, he is well within his right to comment on it. The fact that because this is on Twitter, people have spurged out to no end and accused him of being black racist is staggering and tells me how low some will sink when you fundamentally just can't agree with someone. And I love that. It's always nice to see this kind of crap, because this kind of crap reminds me that you really can't win on Twitter, ever, even if you're right. And you're proven right, demonstrably right, unequivocally right. It's kind of tragic. So as we reach the end of the video, I'd like to know what you think. Please do let me know in the comments down below. As a final thing, if you'd like to help me support the channel, support me in my endeavors to get my log home up and running, there's a coffee link in the pinned comment down below. Thank you.